Hey guys, Robert here. Welcome back to another Tuesday tip. I know this is like the third one in a row. I hope you guys are sitting down for this. Um, kind of on a roll, aren't I? So, I've talked to you guys before about Google Maps. I think Google Maps is a great tool to use out in the field. So, I've showed you a video before about doing some stuff with Google Maps. I think we're loading some control points or doing something. That video is getting kind of long in the tooth. So, I thought I would do something a little bit different, kind of show you guys another tool that I like to use. And I like to put my boundary survey on Google Maps. Now, there's a couple different ways to do this. You can do this for you, or you can do this for your client. So I know a surveyor in Arkansas that creates a QR code, puts on his plat, so that the client can actually use that QR code and actually download Google Maps onto their phone and be able to walk their boundary. Now, if you're doing a lot survey, I don't know that that would really be that spectacular. And also, you need to put some kind of disclaimer on there that says the accuracies of this is only within, I'd say, within 10, 15 foot. I think we're going to find out it's about 3 or 4 feet, but you need to put some kind of disclaimer on it. So if you're going to create a QR code and then give this to your client on their copy of their survey, right? So, anyways, let me show you how to do it, and you guys can decide if this is something to be cool for you. I think any added value that you can give your client just gives them more of a reason to use you in the future, right, for different things. Okay, so there's a couple different ways to do this. You need a KML or a KMZ of the boundary survey to make this work. Now, there is a way in AutoCAD to do this. I have not had that much luck with it in AutoCAD. I usually do it in Business Center, but I'm going to show you guys how it works in AutoCAD, and maybe in the newer version it works better. I don't know. I've got 2021 was the last version I upgraded to. So that's when they shut off the what would you call it, the extended warranty or whatever it was. So to where you had to rent it instead of buy it. Yeah. Anyways, so I quit there. So 2021 is what I've got, and I don't know if it's a bug with 2021. Maybe the newer versions it works better. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. Okay. So here on the screen, I've got a boundary survey of my property here in Rudy, Arkansas. So I'm going to show you guys how this works. So if you go and look, you've got over here on your tool space, you've got prospector, settings, survey, toolbox. So if you open up miscellaneous utilities under toolbox, you're going to see export KML. Okay. So under export KML, you're going to see it right there. Right click, say execute. Now, when it comes up, you can give it a name in here if you want to, then just hit next. And you can select, or you can say all objects. I've tried every version of this possible, and I keep still having the same problem. So however you want to do it, you play around with it, see if you can figure out a better way. I go next, drawing coordinate system, Arkansas State Plains, Zone North, US front. Next, it's talking about elevations. I have tried all three of these, and I still run into the same problem. So there again, you guys play with it if you want to. Next, here's where it's going. So if I say export, close. So now then, if I go to, and what you need to do is go to Google My Maps. So you're going to Google My Maps, right? So you can see up here at the top, it's google.com maps. So I'm already logged in under my email, one of my many aliases on Google. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a map. Now I'm just going to do a real quick down and dirty one so I can show you what's going on here. Create. So I'm going to create the map right here where it says import. It is looking for about anything, and one of the things it's looking for is a KMZ or a KML. You can see right there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my KMZ that created. I'll drop it in here. It's going to pop up, and now you can see it's, first of all, 80 millimeters is way too big for line work in here. But this is the problem I always have. It never completes it. I don't know why I can't get, I'll get the top and not the bottom. I'll get this one side, not the other side. I don't know what it is in AutoCAD that's causing the problem, but it's not working. So let's just move that to trash. That's how you would do it in AutoCAD. So let's go and look at TBC. So TBC, here it is. And apparently I need to change this from 80 millimeters. CAD, manage layer. I called it boundary. Let's take this back a little ways because we already know that's going to be a problem. 20. Let's close that. Okay, so now here's the same boundary, and here it is in Business Center. So now I'm going to go to Home. I'm going to go to Export. Okay, and I'm going to go to KML, KMZ, and I'm going to highlight this area, and I'm just going to select that whole thing right there. And I'm going to say, let's send it out to, documents, surveying with Robert. Is that where I was sending it? Yes, this is where I was sending it. Okay, so we'll call this Rudy, Arkansas. Save. I'm going to export. No, I don't want to report. Let's minimize this. Let me minimize that. Let me go back over here to my maps. So I'm going to say create a new map. I'm going to say create. I'm going to call this one new map. Whoops, wrong one. Got to click on that. I'll call it Rudy, Arkansas. Save. Import. I've got the Rudy, Arkansas KML. It was created in Business Center. Woo! And I didn't make that line dark enough, did I? Let's see if I go to, where is base map? There it is. Base map. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. Okay, so now this is in Google My Maps. So now if I was to grab my phone and I go down here and look at the bottom, let's see here. I think it's under U. And over here on the right, it says Maps. Maps, there's Rudy, Arkansas right there. Boom. Boom. There it is. So now I've got this map on my phone. So that means we can go outside and take a look and see how this is going to work. So what I will do is I'll grab a tape measure. So this corner right here, there's a pin right here, and I base this whole drawing off this pin right here. So we're going to go out there and see how close we hit that pin. That'll tell us how close this is. But really, this is good for like if your client wants to just kind of see where their property line's at. I mean, this is not, I sure would, I'd put some kind of disclaimer that says that this thing's going to be 3 to 4 feet off. So don't try to build a fence off of it, right? You just need to make sure you put a disclaimer on your survey if you're going to do this. Okay, so let's go outside and let's see how well this thing works. Okay, so let me recap here just a little bit. You need a Google Maps account. So you need a Google account, just a Google email. You're going to, once you have that Google email, then you can log on and go to My Maps, Google My Maps. And then you can create you a map in there. You need to be signed in the same way on your phone. You need to be signed in to that same Google account, right? So once you're signed into the same Google account, then when you build a map on the computer, it comes to the phone. So anybody on your field crew that has access to that Google account would be able to find that. So okay, here's the big question: how close is it? So I got this pole sitting on this property corner, so you guys can kind of see what's going on. So you can only zoom in so far in here. Okay, So it's saying that I'm up that way a little bit. So let me back up. It takes a second or two for this thing to update. So let's see how far off it is. It's taking a minute or two to update, that's for sure. You can see it moving. A while ago I was out here and it was about 3 foot off. So you can see I'm off right here. Let's see how far I am. And probably the longer I'm standing out here, probably the better it's going to be. But it looks like somewhere in the neighborhood of about 8 foot. If I didn't have my tape measure all twisted up. Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood of about 8 foot. Maybe 9 foot. It looks like, see, it's moving a little bit north now. Now that's the error in the GPS in the phone. So that's why I say, you know, I mean, this is good enough that if you're looking for this corner, it gives you an idea where to look at, right? Or if you're trying to figure out where the property line's at, like you as a surveyor trying to figure out where your property's at, this would be a pretty good way to do it. So, and I know these coordinates are good because I actually did an opus position in order to get this. So, but you can see it's just not exact, right? So right now I'm online, but it's making me think I'm up there somewhere. So anyways, just a tool, just another tool for you guys to use to maybe help you do some surveying, or like I said, create a QR code with that Google Maps and be able to, gotta quit shaking that thing, it keeps wanting to undo. You can create a QR code, put it on your survey, tie it to this, and have your customers be able to scan that QR code and be able to figure out where the property's at. So it could add some value. You know, if you're already putting an aerial map behind your survey, this is something else you could do just to add some value to it. Like I said, be sure to put a disclaimer on there because it's only as good as the GPS on your phone. Remember that. So anyways, thought I'd throw this one at you. So that concludes this Tuesday tip. So guys, God bless, and I'll see you guys in the next one, okay?